Hello, cryptonauts. Welcome back to another cryptocurrency chat podcast. I am your host, Blockchain John, with my co-host Jake Jabarelli. Cryptonauts. Welcome back to another cryptocurrency chat podcast. I am your host, Blockchain John, here with my co-host Jake Jabarelli, here to give you the crypto news of the day. That was a nice intro, man. All right. Yeah. All right. So before we get started, Jake, I want to get this plug in first, real quick. So for the cryptonauts out there, you guys know you guys can check us out on YouTube, Discord, Twitter, Twitch, and we are on Odyssey. Check us out on Spotify and Anchor for sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you guys want to support us via crypto, we accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Raven, BAT, Litecoin, Flux, Monero, and a bunch of stablecoins except UST. So with that said, Jake, what's up, man? How's your weekend? It's been an awesome Memorial Day weekend. I've been busy. How about you, man? Yeah, yeah. That's funny that you say that because this that's funny that you say that because this weekend I was out visiting a friend, and he said that he binge watched it all, and he was shunned upon, I guess, on via Facebook, because he posted out there. He's like, man, I just had a great weekend, just watching all the episodes, and everybody was like shunning him for doing this. Like, how dare you watch them all in one sitting? You know? So yeah. All right. Who is Eric Schmidt? It almost sounds like even though it says 5 years experience, it almost sounds like an entry level position. It doesn't seem like it. You just need a couple classes to know these programs and pretty much good to go. So right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. For the cryptonauts out there listening, definitely join us in Discord. Just for this tool alone right here, we are giving you some awesome opportunities to get hired with crypto jobs, man. This is the real professionals out there looking for your talent. So if you're interested in this, definitely jump into our Discord, click on this link, and apply. Yes. Mhm. All right, you want to take this one? Amra bro Shkreli. Okay. Jim Haki. Hmm. Mm. Oh, that's really disappointing, bro. Because you know, that's like being stabbed in the front by a sword by the first launch, by the first failure, and then being stabbed again in the back by a second sword. It's like, come on, how many times are you gonna fail? People are hurting. Why are people even bothering to invest into this thing? I don't know why there's so much hype behind that. Let this thing go. It's done. I never got. Did you get into it? I never got into Luna. Mm, good. Good. Oh. Right, let's switch over to Coinbase. Going to CryptoPotato.com. This one's written by Shainika Deka. Top Coinbase officials jointly sold over $1 billion worth of coin stock. Bum bum bum. Insider trading? Who knows? Washi. A Coinbase spokesperson asserted that the four top leaders maintain large positions in the exchange, demonstrating their commitment to the long-term opportunities. Co-founder Brian Armstrong and Fred uh, Ehrsam, president and chief operating officer Emily Choi, and chief product officer Surajit Chatterjee have jointly raked in approximately $1.2 billion in proceedings from stock sales after going public earlier this year. Hmm. As per Wall Street Journal's analyst of regulatory filings, this was around the same period when the San Francisco-based company's shares witnessed an 80% decline. The four top Coinbase leaders reportedly sold the shares at a price anywhere between $189 to $422. Keep in mind that it's nowhere near there right. Actually, it's right here. Okay, here we go. At the time of this writing, the stock is trading at around $75. Can you believe that? People that bought at the top, and I remember that there's a lot of my coworkers were like, "Oh man, you should get into this new stock is on the market, man. Coinbase." You know, you can they create these this cool token. You can buy Bitcoin directly from them because they make it right there in their wallet. It's like, oh god, I can't talk to them. I can't if they don't understand what blockchain technology is. And this is as far as I know. It's like I'm not even jumping into this conversation. I'm just gonna enjoy my lunch. I'm just gonna let them continue talking because they're sitting next to me on the table and they're talking amongst each other. I'm like, oh god, no, please, no, no, no. Since going public, Coinbase has inked strategic partnerships as it pushed into sports marketing from the NBA to ESL. However, the sum of the crypto market dragged its Q1 revenue to half the previous quarter's sum. Simultaneously, the monthly transaction volume of users also declined drastically at the same time. Despite this, Coinbase became the first crypto firm to be included in the Fortune 500 list earlier this week. Hmm, that's interesting. After disappointing first quarter results, Coinbase struggled to meet expectations and things worsened amidst a crypto-wide rout. But as the Fortune 500 report noted, Coinbase managed to thrive under the freakish circumstances of COVID, and that is true because a lot of people were sitting at home trying to figure out how they can, earn profits, right? So, in a way, they did pretty good, bringing crypto to the masses while everyone's sitting at home. Um, mhm. So what do you do with that money? So yeah, yeah, there was an interesting little peak there. If you do look in the history of Coinbase, that they had a continuous a continuous transaction of 1,200 over and over and over again, thousands and thousands of times here in the States. Coincidence when everybody got their $1,200. stimulus check. It's like, I wonder what they did with that, which is good because shortly thereafter they held on to it for even for just a couple of months. They doubled that pretty quick. So congrats to everybody that held on to it. If they held it on for a year, they did even better. Sold off at the top. If they sold it at the right time, yeah. So that's that, man. Coinbase. Just I think that's ooh or UST. Um, this is not just there's a lot of issues going on right now with the stock market. Coinbase is just one of the tech firms out of many that are hurting bad right now. You know, I couldn't even go down the list of all these tech companies that are just losing 50, 60, 70% of what their top was. That's what it is right now. I mean, I'm looking into stocks right now because for me, this is not financial advice, but for me, as it goes lower, I'm starting to become more interested in buying at a lower low and trying to get into it. I haven't got into tech stocks, but it's starting to look a lot more promising for me to get into it once it drops to a certain point. So I'm keeping an eye on it. I don't know if I'll get into Coinbase, but there's stuff like not Mastodon, Marathon. Marathon is one of them. Riot's another one. I'm looking at those guys right now. Well, like you said, bro. Like you said, the creation, like you own a mining facility. Can we say that? Can we say a mining facility, a mining warehouse, mining business, right? So I am trying to invest into mining businesses right now, large ones, obviously, like Riot and Marathon, that I can put my investments on the long term and hopefully 10 years down the road. Obviously, it's a long term investment. 10 years down the road, I'll be able to flip that. But it's starting. I didn't want to buy the top, of course. It was way too damn high, and I was like, no, I'm not even touching that stuff. Everything's too overinflated. But now things are coming down. It's like literally like 60 to 70% off right now. It's like, wow, it's looking really good right now. Yeah, and so this is giving Coinbase a black eye. But the thing is, this applies to pretty much all tech stocks out there right now. All right, let's move on to the next one. Yeah, Pharrell. Mm. Mhm. 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 Adirondacks. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Uh-oh. I saw a lot of these. Yeah, I saw a lot of the images on Twitter, and I was mind blown because I didn't think it was gonna be that big. But man, Vaynerchuk, well, obviously he's a marketing guy, and he marketed apparently the heck out of this. I mean, I saw some, I don't want to say advertisements because I don't think they advertised for that, but there was build up to that, and then when it actually came to fruition, I was like, whoa, there's thousands of people out there. And the thing is, these were outside of the stadium. These are images outside of the stadium, not inside. I was like, I could only imagine how many people are inside. This is crazy. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Mhm. That's how a meetup should be. That looks like so much fun. I wouldn't mind going on there, paying $100. I don't know how much the tickets were, but I'm sure they were more than $100. Uh, but yeah, that looks so fun. Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah. What I did, yeah, what I did like is that they didn't stop people from pretty much tailgating on the outside. Even though they didn't get the tickets, there are still thousands of people outside doing their own thing. That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, mhm. Well, okay. Mhm, mm, yeah. Here's Pharrell Williams. You know this guy is gold. Anything he touches is gold. You know he's not always the front and center guy, but everything that he works with is gold. So seeing him with Gary, it's like I can only see that they're going to be collaborating with already music NFTs. You know that's gonna be awesome. All right. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So this is from decrypt.co, written by Jeremy van der Hagen. Could quantum computers defeat Bitcoin? Not so fast. Let's see. This is a new author, but I'm not read that. One of the most overlooked problems of the blockchain system is their ability to resist the fast evolving machines known as quantum computers. These powerful computers use quantum physics to solve complex problems that are beyond the reach of traditional devices by using qubits, an evolution of classic binary bit. Qubits are able to represent the value of 1 or 0 at the same time, which promises to deliver an exponential increase of computing power. The world's top superpowers are pouring billions of dollars into the development of this technology, and for good reason. The first nation of company to harness quantum computers will be poised to crack the encryption protection rivals sensitive documents. In this case, blockchain systems. Cryptography protecting their tamper-proof ledger may be at risk. Researchers at the University of Sussex estimated in February that a quantum computer with 1.9 billion qubits could essentially crack the encryption safeguarding Bitcoin within a mere 10 minutes. Just 13. But see, how much money is that going to cost? It's a lot of money. Let's continue. Let's see. Fortunately, the ability to deploy quantum computers with so many qubits still seems many years away. IBM unveiled its 127 qubit processor just last year, while a unit sporting 1,000 qubits is set to be completed by the end of 2023. Quote, "We're not there yet," said Jens Groth, a Danish professor in cryptology and encryption research at Definity. Quote, "Nobody knows what the exact time frame looks like, but blockchain might only be at risk within the next 10 to 20 years." Groth underlined that there's an important distinction between the two types of qubits, physical and logical ones. The latter describes a qubit that achieves a superposition between 1 and 0 via a quantum gate. A logical qubit consists of 9 physical qubits. Companies' announcements about a novel qubit milestones usually concern physical qubits, not logical ones, he explains. I don't understand what I just read. Sorry. It's over my head. Although researchers like Roth don't classify quantum computers as an immediate threat to blockchain technology, experimentations with solutions is nevertheless ongoing. Cryptographers do reflect on what a suitable countermeasure would look like, Roth says. Blockchain developers have a clear advantage in the race to defend against mountain computers. Specifically, they can increase the numbers of digits in the cryptographic keys that protect the chain, a process that's faster to scale than it is for the attackers to catch up. The defenders are winning this battle in the long run, Groth claims. This is evidence in the field of symmetric key encryptions when examining the popular Advanced Encryption Standard, AES. The most common variation is 128 keys, to be cracked by quantum computers and even classic attackers. However, the AES 256 variation features twice the amount of keys, appears strong enough to fend off brute force attacks by quantum machines for the foreseeable future. Some cryptographers, however, are cautious about deeming encryptions the automatic winner in a post quantum world. It's very hard to predict whether we will manage to continuously scale up sizes against powerful quantum computers, says um, Anshuman Karmakar, a research associate at the Computer Security and Industrial Cryptography Group of the KU Leuven. Quote, "You will always have to take a pessimistic approach when you're on the defending side. A new brilliant algorithm could pop up and suddenly put attackers at an advantage. The probability of this happening is extremely low, but you can never be ruled out. But you can never be ruled out," Karmarka said. Meanwhile, the lattice-based cryptography offers another potential solutions to quantum attacks. This type of encryption adds mathematical noise that could even confuse the futuristic supercomputers. Quantum computers could find a needle in a haystack by constantly doubling the probability of finding it. You need to design a structure that these computers can't take advantage of, Groth says. According to Karmarka, lattice-based solutions are currently in the process of standardizing and should be ready for public use soon. A lot will depend on how fast the industry can apply new encryptions. On the other hand, there's a lot of time left before quantum computers reach a level where they could crack a blockchain, he says. Yep. Should I keep going? Yeah. I guess I've Hold on, let me read this here. However, inactive users might never upgrade. Actually, you know what? I want to read this. Yeah, let me switching to new private keys. Implementing an encryption upgrade for blockchain systems seems to be the biggest headaches for cryptographers. In a typical blockchain like Bitcoin, every node will have to be convinced to switch to new encryption methods. Governance protocols like the Internet Computer could automatically update their systems through user voting. Collective determination will be essential in all cases. Of course, that's the scary part: is that will people upgrade? If they don't, yeah. The process of upgrading existing private keys, however, could create new vulnerabilities. That's because, according to Groth, new keys will generate will be generated by the system after successfully implementing post-quantum encryption. To activate a switch to the new key, users will have to sign for approval with their old ones. However, inactive users might never upgrade their private keys, which could cause serious problems. Sizable dormant wallets, like the ones containing around 1 million bitcoins that supposedly belong to Satoshi Nakamoto, likely will never see an encryption enhancement. This could leave certain legacy portions of the crypto ecosystem open to quantum based attacks, even if the blockchain that relies on has been safely upgraded. Oh, I didn't think about that. The bottom line is, while blockchain appears safe for now, quantum computing developers will need to stay vigilant and be ready to take new steps to ensure this remains true. Interesting. Yeah, and that's I think in the works right now too, right? Hmm. Yeah, powered by by what? What would you? Okay. Yeah, it's over my head. Right. I've looked into it. I think like a handful of times, and every time I read into it, I don't get it. Quantum computers like way futuristic for me. I'm gonna stick to my old. Okay. Dun dun dun. Wow. Hmm. Probably. It already exists. Ghetto. That's awesome. Yeah. That's cool. All right, last article is from Decrypt.co, written by Jeff Don Roberts. Ethereum's merge is coming, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Crypto holders can't wait to see the end of May, a month that has brought nothing but losses. And while it's too soon to say whether the worst is over, Bitcoin is below $30,000 right now and could go lower. It feels like the industry will come through the downturns just fine, so long as the Ethereum merge goes off okay. That is. If you've been living under a crypto rock, the merge refers to a long-awaited upgrade to the Ethereum blockchain that will see the number two cryptocurrency switch from proof of stake to a proof of stake model. A change that should eliminate concerns about the Ethereum environmental impact and drastically improve its transaction speed. That's you know, that already grinds my gears. The merge, the reason it grinds my gears because okay, okay. So this grinds my gears because this is the way they're pitching it. But the thing is, the way I see it, a proof of stake is basically you're saying that you're giving the king the keys to your everything. If you're part of this ecosystem, now the king, which is whoever's sitting on the consensus table, the consensus round table, they are your key holders. They are your masters. Okay, that's what upsets me about this because there's no talk about that. People don't want to hear that. It's like, oh, we're doing this for the environment. No, bull, bull. They're doing this to have more control. That's what bothers me. This is what bothers me is that people need to talk about this. Mm. The scary thing is that regardless if the code is ready or not, there is Ethereum time bomb. If code is not out, the time bomb is going off regardless. They got to figure this out quick. And the thing is, from what developers are saying, is like we're almost there, but we're gonna have to extend it a little more. We're almost there. We're gonna have to extend it a little more. There's a deadline. They have to figure this out quick. Otherwise, and if they push out bad code, which has happened with Ethereum many times before, if they push out bad code and try to fix it up later on, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Once you have a proof of stake and you have key holders, they can easily roll back the chain and just be like, okay, we screwed up. We screwed up the code. We're gonna refund everybody. It is what it is. But that's I don't like it, man. I don't like it. As we get closer, yeah, yeah. What we didn't talk about, what we didn't talk about was that there's a lot of news articles today that we didn't have on our list. Was that a lot of people are moving over to or utilizing the agnostic chain Polygon, Matic. That is quite interesting. If you guys haven't looked into that, look into that. Just to, I guess, detach yourself from the main chain Ethereum and be able to use cross chains, swap into other chains. Yeah, look into that. Maybe you might consider leaving Ethereum and using some other type of chain. I'm done. Right, right, right. So as of right now, Vitalik, slap yourself. That's all I got to say. Let's close it up. Adios.